Check, check, check. All right, all right, all right. So let's go and dive into this project. Just a starter.
It's magic, magic, magic. I like the way you move. It's something chemical. It's magic, magic, magic. You got this feeling that I got next to you. My conscience is in it, my heart inside.
All right. So what is going on here? I have my acapella, and I made a reverb swell out of this big synth stack. It's raw, it's dirty, it's pretty crazy. So what I started with was, I think, this one, and then I ultimately compressed the crap out of it. It was kind of two instances of serum, two saws, FM from B, and that's really it. Mono always. And then let's check out this one. This one was, so this saw had a bend minus, FM from B, and then a PWM on the actual B oscillator. And then I kind of raised the release a little bit so it kind of tails off. Before I made those patches, though, I did slap on Ambassador just at its default setting to kind of give it some beef in the fundamental area. I threw on OTT, pulled this one down a little bit. I don't even know which one that is. I think it's out. And then I put skinny audio on, and I kind of put it a little more chunky from the default set. And that's when I started like playing with the saws and the FM. And then I duplicated it down and then started working on it more, then realized that this should just be a little layer. So then I threw end spec on it and just kind of compressed the living crap out of it so it's more of a high end. And then this ended up kind of taking care of the actual meat of the sound. And this, we're looking at basically that same patch. I duplicated it down and maybe made a couple tiny tweaks, but it's bend minus on the saw on oscillator 1, FM from B, and then FM from B, the B oscillator has a bend minus, dial is at 43%, and then I pulled up the wavetable position a little bit. And again, it's very, very simple. This one doesn't even have the tail. I think I pulled that back. Always check your ADSR. It's running through the exact same chain, the M Ambassador, the OGT, and Skinny, but I did put the some reverb on it and side chaining it to itself so it just sucks out of each note, and then ducks when the meat of the note is playing. And you can really only hear it every now and then, especially right here, when the notes are letting up a little bit. Anyways, that kind of gave me the bass line. Then I really duplicated these two up right here, and I used the exact same sounds to just play in a lead melody. You can see I totally played all the notes in and left it a little sloppy. I didn't really quantize it too crazy because I want that kind of feel. I did bounce everything, each one of these down to audio because I'm just sometimes nervous that I will lose the sound or a couple of these plugins over time. And this way I at least have everything where I want it in audio just in case. What else? So once you can hear these also just like You could tell. There's the one with the N spec compressor, and then this one more meaty, but with the reverb. You can hear it suck in and duck out. Then I grouped all of it, and then I threw this Mr.S DPC2 oversampled plugin that I've just been downloading all sorts of people's stuff from Patreon, and when they make a cool video online, if I like it, I grab their thing. This is the thing that the guy made. Maybe I'll try to shout him out more, but I mean, I think you kind of get it. You could figure this out. Where to get this by typing it into Google or something. I put a limiter at the end just because I'm throwing it in pretty harshly. And then for the reverb swell right here, it's really important. It's for me to really realize that when you're doing a reverb swell, you want a big, thick sound if you want it to be intense. So I took all of this stack, right? And then I knew also that I wanted that note. So I'm going to resample just that one note. Right? And then I'm going to go ahead and throw a reverb on this sound. Just listen to it. Oops, I don't think I messed with... Yeah, I think it was like 12 or something. And then all I did was... Let's see, I think I turned it up. And then I did the bounce to track, or bounce in place or whatever. But it was that note that I wanted. So then I just grabbed this, I brought it to the front here, reversed it. I guess maybe I brought this back or something like that. And let's see if that's the right note. It should be. See?
It's magic, magic, magic. It's magic, magic, magic.
Cool. I like the way I originally did it, but I stopped it at the right moment or something like that to have the reverb tail off. But yeah, it is in this really cool part of the melody.
I like the rainbow. It's something chemical. It's magic, magic, magic. I like the rainbow. It's something chemical. It's magic, magic, magic. You got this feeling that I got next to you. My conscience is eating my inside out. It's going
So yeah, I hope that that's helpful. Hopefully I remember to save this chain and go back to it for a session. This is just an old acapella of mine that I sang and threw in here. Maybe I'll make it into something. It does feel like one of those anthemic moments at like a festival.
It's magic, magic, magic. I like the rainbow. It's something chemical. It's magic.
Feels like a David Guetta mixed with Martin Garrix type thing. But I think I need to develop it a little bit more. I still don't know how I want the original arrangement to go for an original release either. So that poses a little bit of an issue because this feels like what I'm doing right now is like a VIP edit or something like that for like an actual festival. Like a dropout moment where you just feel everything and the song has a different life. And then maybe it goes from here into a build and into like a crazy drop. Maybe the drop is like a full on like dubstep drop or something. I could try the melodic bass thing. I could also try, I'd speed it up to do dubstep or melodic bass. It's at 130 BPM, so maybe I could probably make a really cool like electro like drop out of it. Like dude I really love, what's his name? It's been a while. Brooks. Yeah. Kind of like Brooks or Cashmere. Kind of like that really kind of like advanced progressive house. I guess it's called something else though. It's called future bass. No, future bounce. I don't know. Electro house, future bounce, progressive house, all wrapped in to make really dope drops and stuff. Anywho, I hope you guys like this. I'm gonna try to like cut this up and edit it and see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.